and welcome back to MLB Baseball here on my YouTube channel, Michael's Baseballs. We got the Red Sox in the race squaring off Wednesday Night Baseball on ESPN. We'll take a look at the lineup for the Red Sox. The Red Sox have Eduardo Nunez at third, leading off. Benintendi in left at batting second. Batting third is Mookie Betts in right. Cleanup is designated hitter Hanley Ramirez. At first base is Mitch Moreland batting fifth. Batting sixth is the shortstop Xander Bogaerts. Batting seventh is the second baseman Brock Holt. Catching and batting eighth is Sandy Leon, and center fielder is Jackie Bradley Jr., and he will round out the order. Today it's going to be Jake Odorizzi going on the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays. Take a look at some of his numbers for the Tampa Bay Rays as they vow for a wild card spot. He has allowed a home run in each of his last 15 starts. He is 6-4 with a 4.47 ERA with 23 home runs allowed, so one of the less efficient pitchers when it comes to giving up to home runs. Top of the first, we're going to lead off the game here with leadoff hitter Eduardo Nunez playing third base. He was acquired at the trade deadline by the Red Sox. Comes the first pitch from Odorizzi, and we are underway from the Trop as it's in their first strike. There's Eduardo Nunez's season with both the Giants and the Red Sox. 323 batting average, 8 home runs, 39 RBI. Some good numbers as that one's outside. Eduardo Nunez trying to fight back the anxiety to swing at that one. He really seemed like he wanted to swing. Wind up in the pitch from Odorizzi, and Nunez fouls that one back. 1-2 on Eduardo Nunez. Odorizzi on the mound, gonna get in the windup. Here's the pitch to Nunez. Outside, it's ball 2. 2-2 to Eduardo Nunez. Didn't hear the news earlier today. The New York Mets have agreed to trade Jay Bruce to the Indians. Outfielder, he created revocable trade waivers as Eduardo Nunez slaps a base hit into right field. Souza's gonna get it on the one hop, but Nunez gets a leadoff single to right field to start off the game. Look at that one. That one was high at 91. Nunez was just a little late on that one, so he slaps it the other way. But it works just as well as it's a base hit. Boston 64-49. They lead the AL East. Tampa Bay is 58-56. They're 6.5 back of these Red Sox. They're still in the wild card hunt, though, so don't count them out, as the first pitch to Benintendi is on the upper outside corner for a strike. Here's a look at Chili Davis, the Red Sox hitting coach, who has done a fantastic job with the offense in the recent years, as Odorizzi trying to go to Plouffe at first to try to get Nunez out. The Red Sox and the Yankees, the classic rivalry, they're going at it for the division again. Odorizzi in the stretch, he's going to go back to first. Nunez is going to get in there safely. .21 for 26 in stolen base attempts is Eduardo Nunez. Efficient on the base path as Odorizzi in the stretch to pitch. That one's high. 1-1 to Eduardo Nunez. Odorizzi from the stretch, the pitch, outside, 2-1 to Benintendi, the lefty. Odorizzi looks to first. The stretch. Right over the pitch to Benintendi. That one's fouled back. 2-2. That one's up high to Benintendi. It's ball 3, 3-2 to Andrew Benintendi. Odorizzi tried to pitch around, gave him a couple in the zone. Benintendi only swung at one. Runner on first, no outs, top of the first inning. Full count. The payoff pitch from Odorizzi. Fouled back by Andrew Benintendi. Gonna have another one. On deck is Mookie Betts. See some of his numbers right there on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Odorizzi comes set from the stretch. The pitch to Benintendi. And Benintendi slaps it the other way. It's a fair ball. Runner's gonna advance here. Eduardo Nunez gets to second. To first is Benintendi with a single, as Kevin Cash, the Rays manager, going to come out and argue here. See, this is about. And he'll walk back to the dugout. Let's take another look here. That hit off the front of the base, and then it looked like it hit off the umpire. Take a look at it again as he turned around and got hit in the leg with it. Must have been what Cash was arguing about. Take another look at it again. Him square in the back of the leg. And here comes the center fielder, Mookie Betts. Betts having another great season. He's a young stud of a baseball player. Odorizzi comes set. The pitch to Betts. Outside, it's ball 1. 1-0 to Mookie Betts. Take a look at his numbers on the year. 269 batting average, 18 home runs, 69 RBI, 803 OPS. Odorizzi from the stretch, the pitch to Betts. He'll send one the other way. It's going to send Souza to the back, and he's going to make the catch. He's going to fire in, but Nunez too fast. He'll get into third easily with 1 out. So now a fly ball could skid home our first run of the game here, as Betts does his job. As the catcher comes out to talk with Odorizzi. Souza ran it down and made the catch. And to take quite a run to his left there to make the catch. Tried to make the throw in, but no use with the speed of Nunez. Here in the Tropicana Field, it's Wednesday Night Baseball on ESPN. As Hanley Ramirez, a designated hitter and cleanup hitter, stands in. As taking off for second is Andrew Benintendi, and he'll get in there with ease. Not even close as Benintendi steals second base. So now runners on second and third with one out. Takes the double play out of effect here. Oh no, the camera fell down. Let's stretch the pitch over Rizzi. Just a little bit low there. 1-0 to Ramirez. There's his numbers on the year. 250 batting average, 17 home runs, 42 RBI, 769 OPS. As there you see Dustin Pedroia out today. As that one's going to be in there for strike one, as Ramirez disagrees with the call. ESPN K-Zone tracked that one a little bit outside, but Odorizzi gets the call. Coming set is Odorizzi. Right over the pitch to Ramirez. That one's a ground ball to the third baseman. He's going to go home with it, and out by a mile is Nunez. Nice play by the third baseman as Nunez looked like he might have grabbed his left leg. On his way up, nice play by Longoria to get the out. Ramirez standing at first, wondering what happened there. He grounds it to third. Longoria goes home with it to Ramos, who applies the tag. Over to first. Benintendi advanced to third there. So now that's 2 outs. Two outs, runners on the corners, top of the first inning, and here comes the first baseman, Mitch Moreland, to the plate. That one's in there for a strike, borderline pitch. Go look at this play again. That strike, that was inside, so that one's a little bit outside, but it would have been the same placement as Ramirez shaking his head running to first, thinking that should not have been swung at. As Odorizzi comes to the pitch, it's low. Take a look at Moreland's numbers on the year. 242 average, 14 home runs, 50 RBI, 753 OPS. Nice numbers to have. Odorizzi comes set, right over the pitch to Moreland. That one's high, but he got him chasing at strike 2. 1-2 on Moreland, 2 outs, runners on the corners, top of the first. Nunez and Benintendi singled. Benintendi stole second base after a fly out by Mookie Betts to the right fielder Souza. Nunez tagged up. First pitch to Ramirez. Actually, I don't know if that was a pitch, as that one's high to Mitch Moreland, 2-2. Benintendi ended up stealing second base, as I said, after the fly out by Mookie Betts. So there were runners on second and third. Ramirez comes to the plate. He grounds to the third baseman Longoria, who throws out Nunez at home by a mile for the second out of the inning. Benintendi advanced to third, and that's how we're here. Runners on the corners, 2 out in the first, as Moreland fouls that one off to the left side. Let's look at the Red Sox manager, John Farrell. Have the shift on for Moreland here. One infielder to the left side, 3 to the right. Comes a pitch from Odorizzi. That one's inside to Moreland. Full count on Moreland, 2 outs. Ramirez will be taking off on the pitch. Benintendi will be staying put. 3-2, 2 outs. Top of the first inning. Comes a payoff pitch. Odorizzi set the payoff pitch to Moreland. That one's a ground ball to the right side. That one's going to get foul. Yossi Ramirez was taking off on the pitch there. Odorizzi comes set, ready to pitch to Moreland. Moreland, a ground ball up the middle. Odorizzi with a fantastic catch. Liner back to him. He stops it from going into center field, preventing a run. That would have been his first earned run allowed in the first inning all year. Saves the Red Sox from scoring as they had a golden opportunity with runners on second and third and no out. They can't cash in. Welcome back to Monday Night Baseball on ESPN, Wednesday Night Baseball on ESPN. Let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays lineup as we begin the bottom of the first inning. Corey Dickerson leading off, playing left. Lucas Duda, the designated hitter, batting second. Third baseman Longoria playing third. At first is Logan Morrison batting cleanup. At right is Steven Souza batting fifth. At second is Brad Miller batting sixth. Batting seventh is the catcher Wilson Ramos. Eighth is the center fielder Malik Smith. And then ninth is shortstop Adeiny Hechavarria. And two of these players in the lineup, Lucas Duda and Adeiny Hechavarria, were not on the team in June. They were acquired trade deadline as Porcello. Pitch is going to be low. So you see Porcello's numbers on the year: 5-14. He has a 4.70 ERA. He's 0-9 versus the AL East. Last year he was 11-2 in the year he won the Cy Young. So not greatest year to coming off a Cy Young as that one's in there for strike one. Porcello in the windup, the pitch to Dickerson. Dickerson, a big swing and a miss on that one. It's strike two. 1-2. Porcello won his last two starts in which he got the decision. Porcello in the wind up the pitch. That one's going to be fouled off to the left side by Corey Dickerson. Here's the windup in the pitch from Porcello. That one's in there for strike three. Corey Dickerson goes down swinging. First strikeout of the game for Porcello, and it is 1 out in the bottom of the first. Wind up in the pitch from Porcello to Brad Miller as he fouls that one off to the left side. Second baseman Brad Miller's numbers on the year: Porcello in the wind up the pitch. Inside, it's ball one. One and one. Comes the windup in the pitch from Porcello. Swing and a miss by Brad Miller. Felt the wind from here on that one, as it's 1-2 to the second baseman. Porcello in the windup, the pitch Brad Miller sends that one to left field, and tracking it down is Benintendi. He's not going to get to it in time. Benintendi tries to throw it into second to get it, and Miller's going to get in there sliding at second base with a one-out double in the bottom of the first inning. So a one-out double gets to raise their first base runner of the game. Standing at second base is the second baseman, Brad Miller. And now Evan Longoria coming to the plate with a chance to take an early lead for the Tampa Bay Rays. Comes a pitch from Porcello. That one's low. To Evan Longoria. Third baseman. Comes a pitch from Porcello in the dirt. Although Leon can't find it. But Miller's gonna stay put at second base. Thought twice about trying to move up 90 feet. Here's Longoria's numbers on the year. 269 batting average, 17 home runs, 66 RBI, 778 OPS. Comes a pitch to Longo. High. 3-0. Porcello could walk him. 61 defensive runs saved this year by Tampa Bay. Leads the MLB. Comes a pitch from Porcello in there for strike one. High outside corner. Let's look inside the Rays dugout. Wind up in the pitch for Porcello. That one's low, ball four, so runners on first and second here with one out in the bottom of the first. Take a game break here. The Yankees, Blue Jays, Gary Sanchez. It's a shot to center field, and that one's going to find its way out of the ballpark as trying to rob it the center fielder Kevin Pillar, but he's not going to be able to come down with it. It's a home run. Then the Todd father, Todd Frazier, hits one deep to left field, and that's when they're going to find its way into the seats. It's a quick 2-0 lead for the Yankees in Rogers Center. And we take a look at the AL East standings. The Red Sox lead the Yankees by 4 games. Tampa Bay trails 6.5 behind. The Orioles 8 behind. While the Blue Jays a 10.5 game deficit behind. They ended up making it to the ALCS and losing to the Indians as Nunez, with little hesitation, throwing it to second base there as they're just going to get the one out. So it's 2 down, bottom of the first, but now there's going to be runners standing on the corners now. Same situation the Red Sox had. Runners on the corners, first inning, 2 outs. Got your 5th hitter coming to the plate. So we'll see how it works for these guys. There's Xander Bogaerts, who had the hesitation there. Porcello comes set ready to deliver the pitch to Steven Souza Jr. That one's just a little bit low there, and that one's going to be ball 1. Souza's numbers on the year: 24 home runs, 69 RBI, 267 batting average, 882 OPS for the right fielder. Solo comes set the pitch. That one's outside. It's going to be ball 2. 2-0. Souza steps in. 24 home runs this year. Hasn't hit a single off a lefty, as that one's going to be in there for strike one. So when Souza steps to the plate, he better be sure he's against a righty if he's going to hit one out. Surprisingly, usually righties seem to have the luck against lefties, but this particular righty has his success against righties. So here comes the pitch. That one's in there for strike two. So it's 2-2 now to Souza. 2 outs, runners on the corners, bottom of the first inning. Porcello comes set, ready to deliver the 2-2 to Souza. Swinging, that one's going to be fouled back. And he's going to be swinging a miss, actually. It looked like he fouled it off and Leon didn't catch it, but he's going to tag him out as that was a swing and a miss, so it's strike three. So the Rays go down in the bottom of the first inning. It's still no score in the Trop. Welcome back to Wednesday Night Baseball on ESPN. Xander Bogaerts going to lead off the second inning for the Red Sox as the first pitch is going to be outside from Odorizzi. Odorizzi in the windup, the pitch to Bogaerts. That one's getting there for strike one. 1-1 to the shortstop, Bogaerts. Odorizzi in the windup, the 1-1. Swing and a miss on an outside off-speed pitch by Odorizzi. Got Bogaerts chasing there. Comes a pitch. That one's fouled back by Bogaerts. Comes the 1-2 to Bogaerts. That one's in the dirt, 2-2. Wind up in the 2-2 from Odorizzi. Pop up by Bogaerts, but that one's going to find its way behind the home plate seats. Take a game break here. The Marlins and the Nationals. Home run there by Ryan Zimmerman. 25 on the year as he adds on to his total. That is the overall total. That is the Nationals record for most all-time home runs as the Nationals. The 2-2s in the dirt from Odorizzi. Odorizzi wind up the 3-2. Fouled back again by Bogaerts. Full count. The windup, the full count pitch. Ground ball to the first baseman Trevor Plouffe. That's going to be foul. Go look at it again. The pitch is just foul. Hoping it maybe hits off the grass. Go fair. That's gonna right on the edge of the grass. As Mets is gonna get a new bat here, but it broke the other one. Odorizzi in the windup, the pitch. Swinging a pop-up. That's actually going to be in play for Plouffe. Makes the catch. 1 down. 2nd inning. Wind up in the pitch from Odorizzi. That one's right in there for strike 1. There's a pitch to Holt. That one's a bouncer behind the plate. Strike 2. So a quick 0-2 on Brock Holt here. Numbers 200 batting average, 1 extra base hit, and 3 RBIs for the second baseman. The windup in the pitch for Odorizzi. Pop up by Holt. That's going to be in left field. In play for the left fielder who makes the catch. So Corey Dickerson catches it for the 2nd out of the 2nd inning. Comes a pitch to Sandy Leon, who fouls that one back. Comes the pitch. That one's a breaking ball low. 1-1. Wind up in the pitch from Odorizzi. That one's high. It's 2-1 to Sandy Leon. Comes the 2-1 to Leon. High. It's 3-1 to the catcher. .240 batting average, 6 home runs, 27 RBIs for the Red Sox catchers. That one's going to be fouled back. Full count to Leon. Three, 2. 2 outs. Top of the 2nd inning. We take a look at the AL wildcard standings. The Yankees lead it up 2 games on the Mariners, who would be actually on the road playing them, not the Royals anymore. They're a half game behind. That one's fouled back by Leon. Odorizzi in the windup, the full count to Leon as he fouls that one back again. So we're going to have another 3-2 pitch here. Here's a Yankees fan here as Leon fouls that one off to the left side again. It's a long pitch at bat for Leon. I feel like we could be in here for a while. Odorizzi the windup, the pitch to Leon. That one's low, it's ball 4, so the bat finally ends with Leon walking down the first base line. And a runner's going to be on with 2 down in the 2nd. Comes Jackie Bradley Jr. The first pitch, high, ball one. 1-0 to the center, to the Red Sox center fielder. Others in the stretch, the pitch. That one's a breaking ball in the dirt. 2-0. Odorizzi steps on the mound. There's a pitch, and Bradley Jr. fouls that one off to the right side, but barely. Comes a pitch and a swing and a miss by Bradley Jr. It's 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs. Runner on first, top of the second. The 53rd pitch for Odorizzi already in the second inning as Bradley Jr. fouls that one off. There's a decline from last season in OPS and slugging percentage for Xander Bogaerts, Dustin Pedroia, Jackie Bradley Jr., Mookie Betts, Andrew Benintendi, and Hanley Ramirez. So there's some different numbers you see from these Red Sox offense as Jackie Bradley Jr. fouls that one off. It's a bouncer behind home plate decline. In OPS, Bogaerts is a -94. Has declined 94 points. Pedroia has declined 41 points. Bradley Jr. 67 points. And I think that's all we're going to see from that stat. Odorizzi to stretch the pitch. Swing and a miss. You got Jackie Bradley Jr. chasing at the outside fastball, and that's going to be the end of the top of the second inning. Red Sox can't rally off a 2-out walk from Sandy Leon. Rick Porcello going to try to go out there and return to Cy Young form in the bottom of the second inning. This one's for my friend, guys. Oh, donkey! Welcome back to Wednesday Night Baseball on ESPN. Sunday Night Baseball, it's the rivalry, Red Sox-Yankees. Then the Yankees are back on Monday night for the Subway Series. It's Mets versus Yankees again. So a couple rivalry series coming up for the Yankees. They're going to be televised right here on ESPN. As the first pitch in the bottom of the second inning's in there for a strike against Trevor Plouffe. Acquired from the Athletics earlier this year, 208 average, 8 home runs, 61 RBIs as a swing and a miss by Plouffe. Comes a pitch from Porcello. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He gets Trevor Plouffe swinging. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. We'll take a game break. Look at the Pirates Tigers. Nick Castellanos a single to center field. One runner is going to score if the throw's not in time, which it's not. It's 1-0 Detroit Tigers. Later in the inning, Kinsler a swing and a big drive to left field. That one's going to find its way into the seats, and that would make it 3-0 Detroit Tigers. It's 3-0 bottom of the third. The score is still standing. Porcello in the windup, the pitch. That one's high in the strike zone. 0-1. The catcher Wilson Ramos stepping into the plate now. 187 batting average, 3 home runs, 13 RBI, 538 OPS. Not a season to remember for Ramos. Swing, that one's going to be a pop-up to the first baseman Moreland, who makes the catch. At this point right now, let me knock on wood, this has been the quickest half inning of the game to this point. Take a look at that again. He got Ramos to swing under it, jammed inside, sends it the other pop-up to the first baseman Moreland, easy out. Now stepping into the plate is Malik Smith as he tries to square around a bunt, but he's not going to get it down. Played for the Braves last season, the struggling Braves. This season he's with the Tampa Bay Rays. They're doing a little better. 280 batting average, 2 home runs, 10 RBI, 16 stolen bases. So he's a threat going around the bases. Comes a pitch. That one's on the outside part of the strike zone. 0-2. Two outs before the game. Is he trying to get him into a workout here for the Tampa Bay Rays are? Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop Bogaerts. Bogaerts onto Moreland at first, and that's going to be the end of the second inning. So a quick bottom of the second inning for the Tampa Bay Rays offense. We'll go to the third inning. The Red Sox are back to the top of the order. Welcome back to Wednesday Night Baseball on ESPN. It's presented by the new Wendy's Bacon Queso Sandwich and by Sertal. It is comfortable. So here at the Trop, it's still a no-score game after 2 innings of baseball here. The Rays vying for that second wild card spot. They're going to fight with the Mariners, Royals, and Yankees for it. As the Red Sox lead the division by 4 games over the Yankees as they are trying to maintain that lead and get into the playoffs. Here's Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead off the inning as he takes strike 1. It's 1-1. Acquired from the Giants during trade deadline. Comes a pitch to Nunez as he pulls back on a maybe fake bunt attempt. Don't know. It's 2-1. Pitch was outside. The windup and the pitch for Odorizzi. That one's going to be fouled back by Nunez. Take a game break here. Yankees Blue Jays. It's 3-1 as Gregorius sends a drive to right center field, and that one's going to find the seats. It's 4-1 Yankees, and they're putting a beat down on the Blue Jays. As Odorizzi the windup, the pitch to Nunez as he sends one down the left side, but Longoria makes a nice catch on the liner, and it's a quick out to start the third inning. You can look at the replay there, a liner, and right at Longoria makes the catch. Odorizzi in the windup, the pitch to Benintendi. That one's on the outside corner for a strike. Perfect placement on that pitch by Odorizzi. The windup, the 0-1. Swinging a foul ball by Benintendi. It's 0-2. One out, 0-2 to Benintendi. Singled and then stole second base in the first inning. The windup, the 0-2 from Odorizzi. Swinging a fly ball right field back at the track. Wall, he can't make the catch along the wall. Dickerson can't make the catch along the wall. It looked like it might get out. He leaped at the wall, couldn't hang on to it, and it's a double for at this point right now. It's a double for Benintendi. We'll wait for the official score on that, but Dickerson just couldn't make the play. Going back, warning track, he feels the wall, and it literally is in his glove. It looked like maybe when it hit the wall, the ball popped out. Couldn't squeeze it in time. He's looking as he tumbles on the warning track. They are going to rule that a double for Benintendi, as here comes a pitch from Odorizzi in there on the upper outside corner to Mookie Betts. Flew out to right field last time, advanced Nunez to third, which did no good as Ramirez grounded out to Longoria, who threw it home to get the out. As here comes the pitch. That was on the lower outside corner, but it's not going to be a strike call there. Take another look here. It just couldn't make the catch as Corey Dickerson, which would have been the second out of the inning, but now runner on second with one out and Mookie Betts at the plate. Comes a pitch. That one's high to Betts. It's 2-1. Odorizzi a high pitch count. He is going to get 70 pitches this inning. He's going to get 270 pitches this inning. So this is definitely going to be a long night for that Rays bullpen over there. Comes a pitch to Betts. That one's high. It's 3-1. Now, speaking of the bullpens here, the Rays have one of only two remaining bullpens in the MLB that are actually on the field down the foul lines. The Cubs removed theirs this year. That leaves the Athletics bullpens along the foul lines, and the Rays. As that one's outside, it's ball four. Runners on first and second now, with one away here in the third inning. But smiling on his way to first as Hanley Ramirez coming to the plate. Rounded to Longoria his last at bat. For 1, Hanley Ramirez is on the day. 246 average, 17 home runs, 42 RBI. Odorizzi to stretch the pitch. Fly ball, right field, sending Souza back. Track, wall, he makes the catch along the wall. And Benintendi will not advance to third on the play. So Souza makes a nice catch along the wall for the second out of the inning. You take a look at the swing again as Souza just kept going back, and he ended up making the catch just in front of the wall as Mitch Moreland will come to the plate. The stretch to the pitch, outside. It's 1-0. Oh for 1, Mitch Moreland. His numbers: 242 average, 14 home runs. The stretch in the pitch from Odorizzi, and that one's going to be a ground ball and a nice play made by Trevor Plouffe, who's barely going to get it onto Odorizzi in time, who drops the ball, and the bases are going to have runners on first and second as Benintendi ran to third and had the speed to score, and it's a 1-0 Red Sox lead. On a crazy play there, Plouffe made a nice play, couldn't get up in time to make it to run to first. Take a look at it again from our right field cam, as he dropped the transition from the glove to the hand, and he picked it up, threw it down to Odorizzi, who just, not a good throw there, as it's outside. He couldn't catch it and keep his foot on the bag. So the Red Sox take advantage. Aggressive base running with Andrew Benintendi being sent home there on the error 3. And it's a 1-0 Red Sox lead. Comes a pitch from Odorizzi. That one's outside. Here's Xander Bogaerts. 284 average, 6 home runs, 43 RBI. 0 for 1. Odorizzi the stretch. The 0-1-0. That one's inside, and it's going to be dropped by Ramos, and nobody's going to advance there. There it is again. Ramos really should have had that one, but he squeezed the glove a little too early. Bogaerts looking to try to capitalize here. It's 2-0. First and second as Bogaerts, a fly ball, foul territory. Souza on the run, and did he make the catch? He did. In front of the Rays bullpen, he makes the catch. And the side is retired. So after 2.5 innings, the Red Sox finally get on the board, and we have a score here in the Trop. As there you see Doug Glanville earlier in the game trying to shag BP balls. It's 1-0 Red Sox here in the middle of the third inning. Welcome back to the Trop here on Wednesday Night Baseball on ESPN. We have a flashback here. The Blue Jays were playing here. Doug Glanville and right field thought that was going to be an easy play. Actually, it was because he thought that was going to be such an easy play. He hears the ball drop on the track. So, I don't know. about that one, as Eduardo Perez out here earlier during BP.
It is really difficult to see the baseball, especially to simulate what goes on from 7 o'clock to maybe like 8:30 on. Right now we're trying to practice. We're going to have Rocco Baldelli and Tom Foley try to hit some fly balls to me. If they can make me run, trust me, I'm not going after it. I'm not going to pull a hamstring suck. But right now, go ahead. Tom Foley hits it up in the air. This one's a little bit easier to see. But you see this ball right here? It's really difficult once it goes way up there because the ball is pretty much the same color as the ceiling here, the bag. Try to go way up. Try to follow this one now. This is the other thing. Uh-oh. I lost it. Oh, there it is. The ball, once it goes up, as an outfielder, you're taught, take your eye off the baseball and then pick it up again. In this ballpark, if you do that, you will lose it. That's just point blank. Case in point. Another one just like that. Perfect. I'm in trouble. This is not what you want to see out of me. The credentials don't work. The hamstrings don't work. The eyes have never worked. I'm in pain right
A
now.
little funny right there by Eduardo Perez. So, as we're back to the game, if you're paying attention on the right hand of your screen there, the first batter of the inning ended up flying out to Andrew Benintendi in left field. So, we got one quick out here in the bottom of the third inning. It's 1-0 Red Sox. 0-1, the count on Corey Dickerson. Pitch from Porcello. Dickerson's going to foul that one off to the right side. You see some action on the roof there. The clouds flying over it. The sun is over it. So on the wind up the pitch, that one's going to be a liner. And Nunez, it's his turn to make a nice play at third base. He makes the nice catch on the liner from Dickerson, and that's the second quick out of the third inning. Wind up the pitch from Porcello. That one's in there for strike one to Brad Miller. Wind up the pitch from Porcello. That one's inside. It's 1-1 to Miller. The pitch to Miller, that one's inside. It's 2-1. You see that play again as he lost it in the lights. It just fell behind him on the flash. There's a flashback. Wind up in the pitch from Porcello. That's a grounder to the right side for Miller, but that one's going to just roll foul. Base coach will pick it up. Wind up in the pitch from Porcello. That one's in there for strike three. He gets Miller looking as he's going to argue here. And he'll just head back to the dugout as he's called out on strikes. So it's 3 quick outs, a quick bottom of the third. We'll go to the fourth inning. It's 1-0 Red Sox. welcome back to Wednesday Night Baseball here on ESPN. We got a 1-0 contested game here in the 4th inning. Red Sox scored a run off of a error by the first baseman Trevor Plouffe. Benintendi would score. And that's how we're at a 1-0 game here in the Trop, as that one's and in there for strike one. Pittsburgh Odorizzi. Brock Holt, the batter. Comes a pitch, and Holt with a drive, right field, Souza back, and he'll make the catch on the track. Here comes the game break. Marlins, Nationals. Heck of a game over there. We'll tune into the game break.
Nationals offense as good as it comes. Washington has extended the lead now 3-1, bottom half of the 4th, guys.
Thank you for the game break. And so Washington just continues to dominate every team in their path. As Sandy Leon walked his last at bat, he steps up to the plate. Comes the pitch. Odorizzi, that one's inside. Almost got him there. Went from the pitch for Odorizzi. That one's a pop-up. Ramos is actually going to try to chase after this one, and that one is going to find its way into the crowd. Ramos didn't think he had a shot at that. Odorizzi insisted. He whipped off his helmet, looked at it, about 5 steps there, and then realized I was right. It's in the crowd. The pitch from Odorizzi, that one's in the dirt. 2-2. Wind up in the pitch from Odorizzi. That one's a fly ball left field. Under it is the left fielder Dickerson, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. Wind up in the pitch from Odorizzi. That one is outside. It's ball 1. Pitch from Odorizzi. That one's in there for strike 1. Comes a pitch. That one's make its way out of play there. Wind up in the pitch from Odorizzi. That one's a swing and a miss by Jackie Bradley Jr. So Jackie Bradley Jr. goes down on strikes to end the top of the 4th inning. It's still 1-0 Red Sox. we're back here with Wednesday Night Baseball on ESPN. First pitch to Longoria got him chasing on the outside. Longoria walked his first appearance. Comes to wind up in the pitch from Porcello as Longoria fly ball center field. Bradley Jr. drifts back and he'll be under to make the catch. You see some of the banners here at the Trop. 2008 AL East and American League champions. They were AL East champions in 2008 and 2011. They made the wild card in 2013, where they did end up beating the Indians that year. So that was the last time they were even remotely close to any possible playoff spot. So they're looking to change things around this year as Porcello gets that one in there for a strike. Here's a foul ball to the right side by the batter Logan Morrison. Lucas Duda was actually a late, forgot to mention that Lucas Duda was actually a late scratch from today's game, still undisclosed reason why. The wind up in the pitch from Porcello as Morrison pops this one up. Foul territory, Leone runs after it, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. Two outs in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Logan Morrison's pull percentage on fly balls. This year has been his highest pull percentage on fly balls with 30%. The next closest was last year, actually, was 25%. As the years go on, he gets more and more pull as a swinging a foul ball to the left side there. Look at Morrison, top 5 in home runs in the American League. Comes a pitch, and that one's a fly ball to right center field. Under it is the right fielder Mookie Betts, and that's the inning. 3 quick outs in the bottom of the fourth. The game's going quicker as we go along. It's a slim 1-0 lead for the Boston Red Sox. Welcome back to Wednesday Night Baseball here on ESPN. The Little League World Series continues Thursday with a few games here with our main game with the Northwest Regional semifinal with Walla Walla, Washington versus La Grande, Oregon. So here comes the first pitch for Motorezzi. That one is going to be outside. It's a ball. Wind up in the 1-0 from Porcello was a foul back behind the plate here. Eduardo Nunez stepping in for his third plate appearance in the 5th inning. 1 for 2 with a single. Wind up the pitcher Motorezzi. That one's high to Nunez. Comes the pitch from Motorezzi. That one's in there for strike 2. 2-2 to Eduardo Nunez. Bullpen going for the Rays, as I mentioned. Stan Jennings, who's sitting up out there. The windup in the pitch from Odorizzi. That one's a ground ball, and it actually is going to hit Odorizzi on the leg, and that could be the exit right there for him. Odorizzi hit on the leg, and the trainer runs out there immediately. He fell to the ground right away, no hesitation. He's going to get up quickly, but he is going to limp off the field, so left-handed reliever Dan Jennings will now come on for Jake Odorizzi, as Odorizzi is going to suffer a knee injury here on a sharp line drive back up the middle that caught him in the right knee. Try to give you an update later in the game, but luckily the Rays had somebody warming up in the bullpen. They were prepared, as now left-handed reliever Dan Jennings will come on here in the top of the 5th inning. And you can only hope that Odorizzi's all right. Here comes he's a replay. Right back up the middle, that caught him right in the right leg. Another look at it. Right leg. Just fell straight down to the ground. So Odorizzi's gonna go off. Dan Jennings is gonna come on in relief. Runner on first for Boston. They have the lead, 1-0. Back here on Wednesday Night Baseball, as here's another look at that up the middle hit that actually got Odorizzi and took him out of the game. So now there's Eduardo Nunez has multiple hits in 8 of his last 11 games as a Boston Red Sox. He has the most multi-hit games in MLB since Red Sox debut. Here's Dan Jennings. He has 54 appearances on the year, 3.52 ERA, 46 innings pitched, a 130 whip, and 38 strikeouts with 22 walks. Jennings is going to go over first with it. Comes a pitch from Jennings, and that one's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Dan Jennings. To Andrew Benintendi. Here comes a pitch from Jennings, and that one's in there for a strike to Benintendi. 0-2, no outs. Nunez on first. Top of the 5th inning, 1-0 Red Sox lead. Comes a pitch, and that one's outside. It's 1-2 to Benintendi. Benintendi is 2 for 2 with a single, double, stolen base, and the only scored run of the game for the Red Sox. The windup In the pitch from Jennings, he's going to go over first with it, actually. Pitch from Jennings. That one's a ground ball. It's going to make its way into left field for a base hit. So runners on first and second here with nobody out in the 5th inning. Checking in on the Royals-Cardinals game, a opposite field hit right there for the left-handed batter of the Royals, and he gets in there with a double. No, he doesn't. Can't leg out a double as Melky Cabrera, but it's still 1-0 Royals. Stan Jennings steps on the mound now. Mookie Betts. Steps in the box. The first pitch to Mookie. That one's high. It's ball 1. 1-0 to Mookie Betts. Runner on second is Odorizzi. So if that runner were to score, it would be a charged run to Odorizzi. Comes the pitch from Jennings. In there for strike 1. 1-1 to Mookie Betts. For 1 with the walk is Mookie. Comes a pitch from Jennings. That one is outside, but they're going to say he went around there, so it's 1-2 to Mookie. Comes a pitch, and Mookie with a liner up the middle. That almost got that Jennings. They're going to send the runner home. Nunez is going to get in there with ease. And into second with a RBI double is Mookie Betts. It's 2-0 Red Sox. Here you see again Jennings leaning back, trying to stick out his glove for it. Can't get it. And Mookie Betts comes up with an RBI double. Here comes the first pitch from Jennings to Ramirez. Runners on second and third, no outs. Sox had this opportunity in the first. They could not capitalize off it. It's 0 for 2 night for Ramirez. Comes a pitch to Ramirez. That one's inside corner. It's going to be outside, 2-0. Coming set is Jennings. Ready to deliver the 2-0 to Ramirez. Inside, 3-0. They're gonna give Ramirez an intentional walk here to load him up with nobody out. Hickey, the pitching coach for the Rays, is going to come out and talk with Jennings. So again, is Mitch Moreland with the bases loaded and no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Comes a pitch from Jennings. That one is going to be a wild pitch, and that's going to score a run. Andrew Benintendi scores, and it's 3-0 Boston. Runners on second and third with no outs. So a run scores on a wild pitch from Dan Jennings, and it's 3-0. Red Sox lead it in the 5th. Comes a pitch, and that one's going to be in there for strike 2. Comes a pitch from Jennings. That one's a ground ball to the shortstop Echeverria, who throws it on to first for the first out of the inning. Load back Betts before trying to score there. So with an intentional walk here to Xander Bogaerts is going to put Brock Holt at the plate with the bases checked. Comes a pitch from Jennings, and that one's going to be a get away from Ramos, and the second run is going to score on a passed ball. Maybe a wild pitch. I don't know what they're going to rule that, but another run scores on a crazy pitch from Dan Jennings, and it's 4-0 Sox. You can look at that again. Ramos trying to get in front of it, but it's going to bounce away from him. That allows Mookie Betts to score. Comes a pitch from Jennings, and that one's low. It's 2-0. Wild pitch is what it's going to be ruled here. So a second run scored here on a wild pitch. Kevin Cash not happy in the dugout. It's 4-0 Red Sox now. They're exploding here in the 5th. Comes a pitch from Jennings. That one's in there for strike 2. So his control here has been a little out of whack. Comes a pitch from Jennings. That one's going to be fouled off. There's Rick Porcello, who's appreciating this run support here. Here comes a pitch from Jennings, and it's going to be right back at Jennings. He's going to try to get it over his head, and they're going to have a rundown on Hanley Ramirez as they tag him out on his way home. So runners now on first and third with 2 down in the 5th. Here you see Jennings trying to make a leaping play, but second baseman Brad Miller decided to run in with it and get the runner on the way home. There you see he did apply the tag. Number 7 is Jennings the pitch. walked in the first inning. Batting right side of the plate now that the lefty is on the pitch. There for you. Comes the 0-2 to Leon. That one's low. It's 1-2. Runners on second and third. 1-2. 2 outs. Top of the fifth inning. Comes a pitch, and Leon with a single to left field. 1 run scores, and the second run is rounding third on his way home. He scores! 6-0 Red Sox. They are pounding the Rays right now. 5 runs in the fifth inning. 1 off Odorizzi. 4 off of Dan Jennings. Comes the pitch, and that one's going to be back to Jennings on the mound. Jennings on to first, and that's going to be the third out of the inning. The Red Sox get 5 here in the top of the fifth inning, and they have exploded and widened this lead to 6-0. And welcome back to Wednesday Night Baseball here on ESPN as Rick Porcello with the first pitch. It's going to be fouled off for a strike. Comes a pitch and a swing and a miss by Trevor Plouffe. 0-2. Comes the 0-2 to Plouffe and a swing and a miss. So a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Trevor Plouffe, you struck out on 3 pitches. So that's 1 out in the bottom of the fifth inning. Take a game break here. Six nothing here in Tampa Bay in the bottom of the fifth inning as that one's fouled off. It's 0-1. Here's a pitch from Porcello. Swinging a foul back. Porcello in the lineup, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Wilson Ramos. So 3 3-pitch strikeouts to begin the bottom of the fifth inning. Take a look at a pitching portfolio by Rick Porcello. Late action causing hitters to swing under the ball and miss it. That one's in there for strike one. 0-1 with 2 outs. Bottom of the fifth. Wind up in the pitch from Porcello. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 0-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the fifth. 6-0 Red Sox and only 54 pitches for Porcello. 1 hit allowed, no runs, 1 walk, 6 Ks. 17 consecutive strikes by Porcello, as that one is in there for strike 3. He got him looking. So it's 3 quick outs on quick strikeouts by Rick Porcello. It's still 6-0, a very padded Red Sox lead. Welcome back to Wednesday Night Baseball here on ESPN. Rays, Red Sox. The Red Sox are dominating right now. They're up 5-0. Get MLB.TV Premium to get all out of market. If you want to watch all your out of market games at home or on the road, you need MLB.TV Premium. There's some of the Stingrays in center field. You can go visit those, as that one's high in the strike zone. It's 0-1. There they are right now. It's one of the cool features here at Tropicana Field. There's nothing like it in the big leagues. Maybe the fish tank in Marlins Park, just across state. Here comes the pitch. It's fouled off. It's 1-2 to Nunez. Comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nunez did not like the call a single bit. And that's the first out of the inning. A looking strikeout. We'll take a game break.
Against Justin Verlander shutting this Pirates offense down.
Do you think the Astros could use Justin Verlander right now with some of the problems they're having with their starting pitching?
6 scoreless innings for Verlander has surrendered to the plate.
Yep, Verlander having another great start. Cleared revocable trade waivers. He can be traded to any team before September and still be eligible for the postseason if he's traded after September. That's his last month of baseball, no matter what his team does. And we said is the pitcher pitch. It's in there for a strike. 1-1 to Andrew Benintendi. Comes the pitch. Swing and a miss by Benintendi. It's 2-1. Comes a pitch to Benintendi, as that one's a fly ball left field. Under it is Dickerson, and that's the second out of the inning. 2 outs, 6-0, top of the sixth. Mookie Betts, when he played little baseball. Comes a pitch to Betts. Low, it's 1-1. He's walked, doubled, got an RBI, and scored. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Mike Bolsinger, the new pitcher. And that one is same spot, a little bit low. 2-1. Comes a pitch from Bolsinger. That one's fouled off. Comes the pitch, and that one's high. It's 3-2, so it's a full count on Mookie Betts. No, the phone fell. Still be that, I guess. Dang it, foul ball. And that one's a fly ball. Shallow center. And Mallex Smith on to make the play. It's a third out. So the first 1-2-3 inning for the Red Sox. And it is still 6-0 big lead for Boston.
He's poking a little fun.
Yeah.
Last time, 2016, I threw a bucket of water on him as he was driving around.
So he deserved it.
He deserved
All
it.
right.
And then this year it was official. We officially.
We signed a declaration.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. As far as the hair, it's gotten bigger over time. When you debuted in the big leagues, what was your hat size and what's your biggest hat size?
When I debuted, my hat size was 7 1/8,
Okay.
and gradually increased 2 to 3 sizes to 7.5 now.
Okay.
It's pretty big.
That is.
It's not Bochy big, but it's pretty big.
It's a Sutcliffe big. That's what we'll say.
It's Sutcliffe.
Yeah,
It's Sutcliffe
it's
big.
large. You got a chance to do a little bit of broadcasting. Is our job hard?
A lot harder than people think. You guys put a lot of hours in, a lot of time, energy, effort. I really admire what you guys do.
That's a nice answer. I appreciate that. All right, the Players Weekend's coming up. The back of your jersey is going to say Flaco Fuerte. Tell me.
Yes, sir. I mean, skinny strong.
Yep.
One of our broadcasters asked me how I throw so hard because I'm so skinny. I said, I'm skinny, but I'm strong. And then he's Latino, Orestes Estrada, and he said, Flaco Fuerte, so that's what we're going with.
I dig it. I like that. All right, before we finish up, is there any other mascot out there you'd like to declare war on?
No, but I want Orbit to come to my home facility, my home stadium. Raymond will show him what's up. Raymond's going to show him what's up.
All right, Orbit, you heard it. Raymond's waiting for you. That's Chris Archer.
All right, thanks for that, but it's a home run for Danny Hechavarria, second as a Tampa Bay Ray. And Hechavarria goes deep during our conversation with Chris Archer there. Usually doesn't happen, but the Rays are on the board. It's 6-1. Boston still leads it. Could this be the beginning of the comeback for Tampa Bay? Here we go again, right over the heart of the plate for a Hechavarria. And that one is going to find the seats. Comes a pitch to Dickerson as this one is a ground ball to the first baseman Moreland. Moreland's going to run it to first himself, a 3 unassisted, and that's the first out of the inning. Going out here, and here's the Archer meets Orbit thing. On August 18th, 2015. It's just about the beef with Orbit between Archer. And as Brad Miller comes to the plate now, the pitch from Porcello. That one is in there for strike one. Comes a pitch from Porcello. That one's inside. It's 1-1. Comes a pitch to Miller as he sends one to left field, but that one's going to be foul. One-two on Brad Miller. Still on the wind of the pitch. Miller sends a fly ball right field, and this one's going to find the seats way back, and it's gone. A second home run of the inning, and the Rays are right back in it. It's 6-2 Red Sox. Porcello gives up his second home run in his last 3 batters. And it's going to be 6-2 Red Sox as the Rays have now trimmed the lead. Absolutely powerful swing that nobody needed to run over there, as Mets just completely gave up on that one. The pitch to Longoria, that one's low, it's ball 1. Exit velocity on that one was 110 feet, a 445-foot bomb. As Porcello actually hit the immaculate inning, last inning. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to the Rays. And then they respond with saying, hey, we got a couple messages for you. They're in the seats. As that one's in there for strike 1. It's 3-1 to Longoria. Here comes the 3-1, and that one's in there. It's 3-2. Full count to Longoria with 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Porcello in the windup, the full count. And Longoria pops him up. Leon going to run after it, and Eduardo Nunez is going to call him off, and he makes the catch. That's 2 gone in the 6th. Sutherland to wind up the pitch to Morrison. He sends a drive right field, but Betts is going to be under it to make the catch, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So the Rays strike twice with 2 deep bombs, one by Hechavarria to lead off the inning, and then Brad Miller just a couple bats later. It's 6-2, Red Sox still lead it. Welcome back to Wednesday Night Baseball here on ESPN. Don't forget, after the game tonight, it's SportsCenter at Night with John Anderson and John Butchergrass. So again, after the game, it's on ESPN and streaming live on the ESPN app. There we go. The first pitch to Ramirez as the side-arming Steve Cishek is going to go in now. Acquired from the Mariners. Stats: 2.45 ERA with a 8.86 WHIP. 0-1 to Hanley Ramirez, the pitch. And swinging a foul ball left side. It's 0-2. Ramirez 0 for 2 with a walk. Comes a pitch from Cishek, and that one's way high. It's going to be 1-2 now. Comes a pitch from Cishek, and a swing and a miss that actually took off Ramirez's helmet, and that's going to be the first out of the 7th. Fourth strikeout by our Rays pitcher tonight, and that'll lead off the 7th inning for us. Cishek in the wind-up the pitch, and that one's going to be fouled back by Mitch Moreland. Sox offense runs per game 4.7. That's the 7th in the AL. Only 116 home runs at the fewest. On base percentage of .334. That's 4th in the AL. And then a slugging percentage of .411, which is 12th in the American League. So, other than those home runs, they're atop the best in the American League in the offense, as they're going to say Mitch Moreland went around there, so that's going to be the first strike there. It's 1-1. Comes a pitch, and that one's going to be high to Moreland. It's 2-1. Comes a pitch to Moreland. That's actually going to get him on the foot. And he's going to walk down to first here. So that'll end the inning here. It's stretch time here in Tampa Bay. It's still 6-2 Red Sox. Alright guys, so now that we're on commercial. Sorry I missed it. I was getting a long charger. I don't want my phone to go to 20% because I don't want the stream to die. We're doing so good here. Oh no. Please don't die, stream. Stream, please don't die. Don't you die on me. Oh, I got the wrong one. Gosh dang it. Well, if the stream died, I'm sorry, guys. Oh, no. welcome back to MLB Baseball, Wednesday Night Baseball here on ESPN. As it's 1-2, here's a base hit to center field by Steven Souza to lead off the 7th inning. So, 1-2, two-strike base hit to center field here, and it's to lead off this bottom of the 7th. See if the Rays can try to get themselves back in this one. Comes the pitch. It's outside. It's ball 1, 1-0. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch to Plouffe. It's fouled back. Comes the pitch to Plouffe, and that one's going to be fouled back. It's 1-2. I'm going to get you guys a better view of the TV here. I'm trying to charge my phone here because if it dies, stream over. Comes the pitch here. It's high. It's 2-2. That one's outside. It's now 3-2 to Trevor Plouffe here, the first baseman. Comes a pit 3-2, and that one's going to be fouled back again. Comes a 3-2 again, and it's high. He walked him. So that's 2 runners on with no one out here in the 7th inning. Could be a late inning rally here. So we got a game break.
This offense fed Tex. Now the Cardinals are coming on strong now, but listen, they're only 2 games out in the division here. The Cubs haven't been able to pull away. They're still in it.
Jack Carpenter gets the Cardinals within 1, and then Jed Jerko coming up with the RBI double to tie it up at 3. Cardinals part of that logjam in the NL Central, tied up right now with the Royals, squared off 3.
So that game update, as Rick Porcello's night is done, they're going to bring on a relief pitcher to try to finish it out. Red Sox need 9 more outs, and they'll walk out of here with a victory. Matt Barnes going to come on in relief of Rick Porcello. He's got a 3.33 ERA in 52 appearances, 1.11 WHIP, 54 innings of work. For the righty. Barnes from the stretch, the pitcher Ramos, swinging a liner to the shortstop Bogaerts, who goes on to second and hold on to first, Moreland at first, and it's a 6-4-3 double play, and that'll make 2 outs for the Red Sox here in the 7th inning. Here's Rick Porcello. Here we go, ground ball to Bogaerts. Bogaerts on to hold on to Moreland, and it's a 6-4-3 double play that really gets the Red Sox 2 big outs. Comes a pitch from Barnes, and that one's a strike in the zone. Comes a pitch from Barnes. That one's high. It's 1-1. Comes the 1-1 to Mallex Smith. That one's going to be a swing and a ball in the dirt. Lazy swing. He knew it. It's 1-2. That one is going to be outside. It's a ball. 2-2 now. To Mallex Smith. Comes the 2-2. It's going to be a ground ball back up the middle to Barnes. Barnes going to flip it on to Moreland, and that's the end of the inning. So I'm going to actually hold the camera for the rest of the time here so it's easier. Uh-oh, change the title here. Hopefully that didn't do anything. Some idiot. 9-17. And we're back here. It's the end of the 7th inning. It is still 6-2 Red Sox. Thank you for tuning in to Wednesday Night Baseball here on ESPN. Some of the highlights from the game got us to the point where we are. You see the mascot Raymond here tonight, hoping his Rays can pull off a late comeback. Here is it is 6-2 Red Sox, as that one's a liner. It's going to be fair down the left field line. Hustling into second with a double. Is none other than Brock Holt. Show me the RBI time as Brian Dozier hits a solo home run to left field. That was our Kingsford Show Me the RBI time, as it's 2-0 Twins over the Brewers. There's the AL wildcard standings. The Yankees lead it. And then Seattle trails. Kansas City half game back. Rays a half game back. Comes the pitch. To Leon. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Sergio Romo, the new pitcher, acquired from the Dodgers. The Rays were actually pretty active this deadline. as nobody expected them to be. Romo comes set, the pitch. Low, it's ball 1, 1-1. Romo comes set, ready to deliver the 1-1. Steps off the mound. Sandy Leon, singled, walked, 2 RBI to this point. Comes a pitch from Romo. Ground ball, first baseman Plouffe. Plouffe's gonna have to throw it to Romo, and that's his second bad throw to Romo, that's gonna score another run. It is 7-2. Red Sox lead. Another bad throw by Plouffe to a pitcher. That'll make it 7-2 Red Sox. Another bad throw from Plouffe to Romo. Another bad throw from Plouffe to a pitcher. This time it's Romo who can't make the play, and that'll score another Red Sox run. It's 7-2. Comes the pitch to Bradley Jr. That one is fouled off. Comes a pitch from Romo. It's a ground ball to the second baseman, Miller, who's going to go on to Plouffe here to get the out. First out of the inning. Runner from second advances to third. Get a game break here. Comes a pitch from Romo. Swing and a miss on an outside pitch by Eduardo Nunez. Romo comes set, infield in. The pitch. That one is inside. It's ball 1, 1-1 to Nunez. One out, runner on third. He's got 21 hits through 11 games with the Red Sox, most in Red Sox history. Romo comes set, the pitch. That one's inside. It's 2-1 to Nunez. Romo comes set, the 2-1. That one's going to get past Ramos, and another run is going to score on a wild pitch or pass ball. It's 8-2, Red Sox lead. My goodness, Kevin Cash head in his hands there. And this has been pretty ugly for behind the plate from Wilson Ramos today. Comes a pitch from Romo, and that one's going to be fouled back by Nunez. Full count to Nunez now. Comes the pitch from Romo. That one's going to be in there. Swing, strike 3. He got Nunez looking. Second strikeout from Nunez today, and this is going to be the second out of the 8th inning. Two outs, no one on. 8-2 lead for the Red Sox. Andrew Benintendi to step up to the plate to face Sergio Romo. Comes a pitch. Taking that one all the way. Didn't even bother to take the bat off his shoulders. It's outside ball 1. That one is outside. It's ball 1. 1-1 to Benintendi. 2 outs. Romo comes set, ready to deliver the 1-1 to Benintendi. Low. It's 2-1. The 2-1. That one's inside. It's 3-1 to Benintendi. Comes a pitch from Romo. Swing and a miss by Benintendi. It's 3-2. Swinging a high pop-up. Foul territory. Under it is Longoria, and he makes the catch. Red Sox score 2 here in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 8-2 now, Red Sox. Welcome back to the Wednesday Night Baseball on ESPN. On Sunday night, it's going to be Red Sox-Yankees in the rivalry. In the Subway Series on Monday, it's going to be Mets versus Yankees. And then another Subway Series game, it's Yankees versus Mets in Citi Field. So the Yankees are gonna be on a lot here on ESPN. The Red Sox here, they're on Sunday night. They were on Monday night as well, so they got Monday night, Wednesday night, Sunday night. The Yankees have Monday night, Wednesday night, and then this Sunday night. So Yankees and Red Sox are being televised on ESPN a lot lately. So comes Adeiny Hechavarria to the plate to face the new pitcher as he swings and misses at that one. Comes a pitch, swing and a miss by Hechavarria, 93. Hechavarria is 1 for 2 with a home run, second of the year. Gonna wind up the pitch. That one's outside. It's 1-2. Comes the wind up in the pitch. It's outside. It's 2-2. Comes the pitch, and it's strike 3 called. It's going to be the first out of the bottom of the 8th inning. Workman gets the first strikeout of his game in his first batter, and it's 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. If the score holds up today, the Rays will have their record moved down to 58 and 57. The win probabilities. Boston has a 99% win probability. Tampa Bay has 1%. Corey Dickerson 0 for 3 with a strikeout so far. Comes a pitch from Workman in there for strike 1. 1-1. Comes a pitch from Workman. It's outside, it's ball. Comes a pitch from Workman. That one's fouled back. Brad Miller on deck, homered earlier. Comes a pitch to Dickerson. He's going to foul that one off to the right side. Comes a pitch from Workman. That's a swing and a tapper foul. 2-2 to Dickerson. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out. 8-2 Red Sox. Comes a pitch, and that one's going to be a foul ball behind home plate. Wind up in the pitch from Workman. That one's going to be a fly ball. Shallow left. Bogart's going to go out there and make the catch. Here's Brad Miller, his 6th inning home run. Exit velocity of 109.9 miles an hour. 445 projected distance. 445 feet and a launch angle of 23 degrees. That's the 5th longest home run by a Rays player this season. So here comes the windup in the pitch from Workman. That one's going to be a fly ball, right field. Under it is Mookie Betts, and that'll finish off the inning. So we've played 8 full innings of baseball. The Red Sox need 3 more outs, and they'll walk out of here with a W. It's to Boston. Some of the highlights from earlier in the game. Actually, I have the just some of the highlights and how the bad defense for the Rays has actually cost them a lot during this game. Comes a pitch from Romo, who's going to work his second inning as Betts sends one to left center field, and Malik Smith is going to make the running catch. So 1 pitch out for Sergio Romo.
He wasn't traded earlier. The Mets weren't going anywhere. This is a good pickup. I mean, Bruce can go out there and hit 10 or 12 home runs the second half of the season here and really push someone towards being a contender.
And the Indians earlier today placing Michael Brantley on the DL with an ankle injury. Still moved 3.5 up on the Royals in the AL Central. So Jay Bruce on the move.
Jay Bruce going to the Cleveland Indians. Cleared revocable trade waivers, was available for trade, and he's going to the Cleveland Indians with Michael Brantley out. Here's the NL Central standings. Saw it. Because that one's in there for a strike. It's 0-2 to Hanley Ramirez. Romo from the stretch, ready to deliver the 0-2 to Ramirez. And he fouls that one off. Hanley Ramirez is 0 for 3, walked once, struck out. Romo comes set, ready to deliver the 0-2. High. It's 1-2. Coming set is Sergio Romo, ready to deliver the 1-2 to Ramirez. That one's going to be a line drive into left center field. It's a base hit. So Ramirez on here with 1 out in the 9th. Download the MLB at Bat app, available on the App Store and Google Play stores. Your #1 app for live baseball. Mitch Moreland going to step in now. 1 out, 1 on. Comes a pitch. Slow, ball 1. Mitch Moreland was hit by a pitch. He's 0 for 3. Comes a pitch from Sergio Romo. Swinging a foul back. Sorry, I had to go to the other recording here. Finish the game up for you guys. As I would say, though, foul back. It's 1-2 now. Top of the 9th. 1-1, 1 out. Runner on first. 8-2, Red Sox lead. Comes a pitch from Romo. This one's a ground ball to the shortstop. Hechavarria steps on the bag for one, and he'll go to throw it on to Plouffe first for the double play. So the Rays get the double play to end the ninth inning. We're going to the bottom of the ninth inning. Rays needing 6 runs to keep this game alive. Welcome back to Wednesday Night Baseball on ESPN. The Red Sox are 3 outs away from getting a stunning victory here in the Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, defeating the Rays 8-2 at this point. We'll see if the Rays can get some ninth inning magic going. Evan Longoria going to step up to the plate now to lead things off for the Rays. Pitcher is Joe Kelly now for the Red Sox. So here comes the pitch. In there for strike one. The 0-1 from Kelly. That one is going to be low. It's ball one. Spoilers are coming. Couldn't watch that show last night. I have to make sure no one is at the yard gives me unwanted updates. The picture there as pop fly to the first baseman Moreland, and that'll retire Longoria. So 2 outs away, and the Red Sox are going to win this one. As the Dodgers are looking for their 80th win, Cody Bellinger going to help them out right there with a long home run over the Dodgers bullpen, and it's 1-0 Dodgers early in the game. Here comes Logan Morrison to the plate. Kelly comes set, ready to deliver the first pitch to Morrison. It's in there for strike one. Kelly comes set, ready for the 0-1. Swing and a miss by Morrison. Strike two. Quick 0-2 on Logan. 0 for 3. Actually, the replacement for a late scratch in Lucas Duda. Comes the pitch, and that one's outside. It's 1-2 on Morrison. Kelly from the stretch, ready to deliver the 1-2 to Morrison. That one's high. It's 2-2. Comes a pitch from Kelly. That one's inside, so full count now on Logan Morrison. Kelly comes in, ready to deliver the pitch to Morrison. The full count pitch. It's a fouled out ball to the left side for Morrison. We'll try it again. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Logan Morrison strikes out, and that's the second out of the 9th inning. Joe Kelly 1 out away from finishing the Tampa Bay Rays off. And the Red Sox are going to win it 8-2. There's some Little League World Series games tomorrow. The Midwest Regional Semifinal. Johnston, Iowa versus Kearney, New England. The other Northwest Regional Semifinal is going to be Walla Walla, Washington, and La Grande, Oregon. Comes a pitch from Kelly. Swinging a foul ball to the right side by Steven Souza. Kelly comes set, ready to deliver the 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1. Coming set is Kelly, the 1-1. In there for strike 2. It's 1-2. The Rays are down to their final strike. Coming up next is Sports Center. Coming set is Kelly, ready to deliver the 1-2 pitch, which could end the game right here. Swinging a ground ball. Nunez backhands it on to first, and the Boston Red Sox have taken not necessarily a close one or even a nail-biter. They take this one 8-2, and the Red Sox go home happy. And they will also go home with a 4-game lead on the Yankees as they do their crazy outfield antics after the game. So the Red Sox, once again, they win 8-2. That's the final here in Tampa Bay. Thank you for tuning in to the Michaels Baseballs live stream. And thanks again for watching for 2.5 hours.